Hi friends, welcome to Banking Basics. Today we are going to see the value date balance and booking date balance differences. In banking for account balance, there are two terms we call it. One is value date balance and another one is booking date balance. Booking date is nothing but the transaction date. Value date is nothing but effective date of the particular transaction. Now let us see some sample scenario, and then finally we'll see how the booking date balance and value date balance are getting framed. Now, let us take a scenario. As everybody knows, time zone of Earth is different. Where Tokyo is the first one, and then middle region like Abu Dhabi, London, and finally US. So, if you look at the date, Tokyo. Assume that I'm taking a scenario of Tokyo is in the 6th December at morning 4 o'clock, and Abu Dhabi is at 5th December night 11:17, and London is at 7:17 p.m. 5th December, and US Las Vegas is on 5th December morning 11:17 a.m. So assume that trying to send the money from Tokyo to Las Vegas and early morning 4:17. So the bank account in the Tokyo will get posted with the transaction at a 6th December. And whenever I send this kind of message to US, it goes via Swift network. Since this is an USD currency, and USD there in that region, the date is 5th December. So it goes with the value date of 5th December. So in the Tokyo books, it is booked with the booking date of 6th December, but value date is sent as 5th December. Let us take a reverse case. If in case money is sent from US to Tokyo, their booking date will be 5th December and value date will be 6th December. So this is one sample scenario where value date and booking date are different. Now let us go to the another scenario where customer is traveled abroad, and he is using his debit card to do some purchase. He is doing a transaction. So at 5th December night 11 p.m. The transaction is made in the POS machine, and POS machine is asking for an approval, and bank is just placing an amount block. It will not post an accounting entry, and it confirms the transaction. And 7th December, after 2 days, morning 10 o'clock, we get a posting file from Visa network or MasterCard to post a transaction on this particular account. So at that time, bank sends a debit request to account within the same bank only, and the transaction has been made with the booking date of 7th December and value date of 5th December. Why it is 5th December? Because this transaction was made on 5th December, but it is accounted in the books on 7th December. So this is another scenario where booking date is 7th December and value date is 5th December. Now let us see another scenario where on the year end, on 31st December evening, bank is getting around 100 loans for pre-closure due to various reasons. And as everybody know, at the end of the day, if you receive such a high volume, processing everything on the same day will not be possible. So what bank does is 24 loans they are processing with the transaction date and value date as 31st December, same day. And next day, assume that bank is opened and operations in progress, and assuming that there is no holiday on 1st January for our ease of the sample scenario. On 1st January, again, back office is processing 50 loans with the transaction date as 1st January because book was moved to 1st January. But those loans should not calculate interest for 1st January because the customer has visited the bank and submitted the request on 31st itself. And because of some bandwidth issues, bank is processing on the next day. So what they do is they make the payment with the value date of 31st December. That is effective of 31st December. So what happens? Whatever loans settled on 31st December and 1st January, they will have interest calculation only until 31st December. Whatever loans processed on 1st January, they will not pay interest for 1st of January. And now we processed only 75 loans. Now there are another 25 loans. Due to the same bandwidth issue, the bank is processing on 2nd January. So on that day, again, when they do the such pre-closure, what they do is they put the value date as 31st December to ensure no interest calculated on 1st January and 2nd January, and transaction date appears in the statement as 2nd January. However, these 25 loans are not paying interest for 1st January and 2nd January. Interest is paid only until 31st December. So this is another scenario where why we are using the value date and what is the difference between transaction date or booking date and value date. Now let us go to the another booking transaction posting and then how the accounting entries are formed. Now here I'm taking a scenario on 1st January. This is a fresh. Assume that this is a fresh account. On 1st January, I'm receiving a credit transaction in online with value date of 1st January. That is for the amount of 3,000, and the running balance is 3,000. And then on 3rd January, after 2 days, due to some reason, I'm receiving another credit with value date of 2nd January. This is a back value data transaction. That is also another credit. So 2,000 is the credit. So running balance here at the account is 5,000. And here this is another scenario due to some delay in the processing or whatever. On 3rd January, I am receiving a value date debit request with value date of 30th December 2022. So in this time, since the balance is available and the account for 5,000, transaction will be posted, 1,000 will be debited, and running balance will be 4,000. Now, if I look at the booking date balance on 31st December, until 31st December 2022, there was no transaction, so balance is 0. On 1st January, there was a credit of 3,000, so 3,000 is the closing balance. And 3rd January, 2,000 got credited and 1,000 got debited, so eventually 1,000 was the credit. So previous balance is 3,000, finally 4,000 is the closing balance as of 3rd January. Now let us look at how the value date balance is built. Here in this scenario, the least date is 30th December. Before 30th December, there was no transaction. On 30th December, 1,000 was debited. So 30th December value date balance is negative 1,000. Here in the accounting terms, negative is marked within the bracket. That's why it is mentioned in the bracket. So it has to be read as minus 1,000. On 1st January value date, there was a 3,000 credit, and previously it was 1,000 negative, 3,000 credit. It makes 2,000 positive. And 2nd January, another 2,000 got credited. Now the closing balance as of 2nd January value date is 4,000. Now, if you look at the final, the closing balance at the last leg is same. So 2nd January here it is 4,000, but here 2nd January balances was 3,000. On 3rd January it has become 4,000. So at the last leg it is same, but the dates are different, balance are different. So this is the main difference between the value date balance and booking date balance, and what causes the different amount in the value date balance is what we have seen here. In case if you have any questions, please put it in the description. I'll try to respond it. So here I'm just highlighting, this 3,000, 30th December negative balance of 1,000 is caused because of the 3rd January debit transaction. Thank you.